Hi there, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of my Return to SeaBlock series. I'm Icon, and we're going to produce kinetic test platings today. Or test target platings, I'm sorry. Now, to do all this, we're going to have to do a couple of things. First off, we'll have to transport the brass and the invar towards somewhere else. But before we get to that topic, I wanted to say thanks for the pointer on the fact that I did something wrong there. At the end of the last episode, I started to stockpile those lead ingots, not noticing that there is a nice thing here. So the zinc ingot recipe requires 60 units of molten lead and outputs 6 lead ingots. So the fact here is that this here needs 6 lead ingots to get the production rolling again, and long story short, we merely get the lead back out that we put in the first place. So this entirety here is not necessary anymore. I just looped that now, and it should work. Well, it should work. Let's see if it works. What we're going to do first here is we're going to set up some logistics. I was wondering whether or not I'm going to record that or skip that, but then I decided that this is so much of an important thing in this mod that we're not going to skip over the logistics part here. So I got plenty of room to let belts flow in that area here, so we're going to take that pathing. So that means we're definitely going to reverse the pathing of these belts there. And we're going to go from here. We're going to start our journey here. And we're going to be outputting the breastplates. And let's see. If everything works out correctly, we should be now able to just output the invar on the same belt. Wonderful. Okay, now let's find our way through this spaghetti madness. So, well, I got the power of the red belt on me, or the red underground belts by now. I have to build a couple of them first. So we can divert things a little bit here. Okay, so I'm going to go that way. I don't know if the red belt is going to be enough for that. I doubt it. No, it's not. So we're going to have to do it differently then. Well, okay, as much as I didn't want it to, but we're gonna be doing it. So here we go. And we're going to let it roll like that. Okay, nice. So I would have liked to avoid that because my pockets are now filled with junk. But, you know, getting used to that feeling here in SeaBlock. Pocket full of junk. Nothing new. Alright, but this is now what we needed. I want to output these materials into this direction, mainly because I feel as if we're going to need whatever production we want to set up. Not in that corner there. That corner is not really a good spot to build stuff at. So let's see, does the production go on here? So here's a, here's something doesn't work out. The brass does work out, so I'll have to check out what's the matter there. Okay. But first, let's get rid of these useless things there. Oh, I got a lot of zinc ore. I don't consider that useless. Well, gotta grab a couple of underground belts and inserters again and stuff, you know. Let's pick up a couple of transport belts as well, but most importantly, underground belts. They were running low here. Quite seriously. Inserters, yeah, I got enough splitters, I don't need more of those. Okay, let's see what went wrong with my invar production. That's not cool. I need that stuff so badly. Let's see what it's lacking. It's hopefully something entirely harmless. So it's not getting any fresh molten invar. This dude is not getting enough steel. This dude is not getting enough iron. So it's all because we got not enough iron here. I see. So, well, if we'll just pipe it down like that, probably it'll work then. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Well, okay then. I mean, the good news is if it stays like that, we won't be needing anything else there. The bad news is if this stays like that, this production will always have a problem there. So we're going to do something there to change that. So can I put down a silo there? Oh, well, no, we're not going to put down a silo. We're just going to put down something like that. Usually I try to avoid systems like these like crazy, but under these special circumstances I can't allow that this does happen. There has to be always a throughput of iron ore at this place, otherwise the production here will just fail, you see. And also that doesn't work either. So let's do this like that. Who cares? I mean, seriously, it's just one inserter more. There we go. Problem solved. Now we should be... What's wrong with you now? You're not receiving iron ingots. Okay, now it's working out again. Well, let's see. It seems as if this procedure is working out better now. So let's see. In the long run, I'll get back to that and watch what has transpired in the meantime. But it looks as if things are working out as intended. It just takes a while until one production process is launched there, because I don't have that much iron ore. But you see, we do run a very, very low throughput factory, so it just happens to happen. Okay, let's get back to the actual topic. Now, I need some way through here. Oh no! Oh no! Well, okay. We got this. Now, pockets full of junk. Not surprised about that. Oh man. C-block blues. You know what? We're going to blow up a box now. Feeling like blowing up a box. But not a steel box, by all means. That would be a waste. Let's take an iron box. So we're going to blow up all this excess stuff there. Yeah, I know, it's valuable resource, yada yada yada. I don't care. Seriously. From time to time, it's very satisfying. And the worst thing about all this, it's not even as if I had too much on me that I don't want to have. Let's take that. What's this brave little inserter doing there? Questions, answers. Okay, now let's see. I want to get back to that little facility. Alright, it's working out. It's taking longer than I like it, but it's at least working out. We could expand on that if necessary, but not today. Okay, now. Let's get this done. Oh, I need to get rid of these little thingies there. It's driving me nuts. Like, having little iron plates or lead plates lying around like that feels like a safety issue to me. Okay, now we're going to work it out like that. I got the necessary materials running. I already figured out that I want to leave this space open here as a theoretical combination node for my logistic network that I want to build up. So we're going to not build there. We're going to concentrate on this part of the recipe today, and I'm not going to focus into the other part of that, the weapons testing module, right now, because, well, I don't want to right now, basically. Okay, so we're going to need assembling machines for that, and let's see, I just want to have a new recipe block here. I don't like that one. Let's take this one here. Recipe, kinetic yada. Now, we're going to compute that by factory. I want to have one of these factories running, none more. So we're going to need a production of weapon testing subplates, and that's it. We're not going to need more than that. We're just going to combine all these materials together. Nice. So, do I have tier 2 assemblers on me? I highly doubt it. What's the matter? We're lacking iron. Now, that's something I can finally patch up again. You know, well, that's partially. We're using a lot of iron right now, too. So we're going to use, what, 3 assemblers? 2 assemblers? Looks like we're only using 2 assemblers, but there's waste byproduct. Let's check out what that stuff is and what we can use it. What we can do with it. So, waste byproduct processing will yield copper and iron ore. Sexy. I like that. Seriously, it's pretty cool. We should be actually considering doing our job then somewhere over here. I mean, now that I know that we're going to get ore out of that, I'm intrigued, you know. I don't want to pipe that ore too far, you know. It's always a bad thing if you have to take materials too far. So we're going to work where? This is a really, really nasty one. I mean, those ores, they are really useless if you don't process them accordingly, but we could actually reprocess that waste product on site. Let's do that. That's a good idea. Or we're going to reprocess that waste byproduct somewhere else. That would be another option too. Okay, I see how I see different ways how to do this now, so I'm not too worried about it anymore. So here's my little shabby little research parlor. And I'm wondering, where will I set up my production there? Well, somewhere around here, I'd say. Okay. Turns out that the brass production is much more happy than the Invar production, as it seems. Well, okay, let's put that on a pin. And as it happens to be, we're not going to need to go too far then. We're just going to pipe that stuff through here, you know? Why not? Totally okay for me. Now, well, oh, copper cable. Probably go over here. So these flow that way. This is a very appealing way to do it, mainly because I will need a lot of that stuff there that I already have here. So So as a matter of fact, for now, I'm cutting that connection here even. I'm not sure if I'm going to need that for later or not. Okay, so simple stuff. We're going to make one assembling machine for these things. So these weapon testing subplates, they need invar. Wonderful. So we're going to put it down like that. Grab some power. And I don't like how I did this here. I want to roll backwards there. Okay. So we got them breastplates, and, well, now it's only a matter of time until the first invar plates will arrive, I hope, at least. I mean... oh, gosh, we got another problem here. Okay, so... here's a lot of logistical backup. There are a lot of logistical backup issues here. That's really clogging my work down. So, the gist of it, I'm not using enough copper. So I really need to create these little overflow buffers. Stuff like that here, you know. The other thing we could do would be to just use more of that belt here. So my inventory is full again. This is a nightmare, I tells you. But this only works so and so long until this here will transform into the same issue as before. So we're going to do another thing here. Well, my inventory... I hate to do that. I really, really hate to do that, but it's going to help us. It's the same nonsense that we did before, and I think it's going to be just a hotfix and something that we're going to remove at some point, but for now, it's going to make the magic happen that we need, because right now I'm really suffering a lot from that extremely low speed here of things going. Well, to get the ball rolling a bit, I'm just going to grab that pre-produced invar from the belt and work with that. It's a little bit weird to work out like that, but little do I care. Now, here, take my copper ore. I don't need it anymore. Some crushed stone. These things are full with slag? My god. I need to get rid of that stuff at some point. Okay, well. I'm sure I can't pick up something that I don't, that doesn't fit into my pockets, so we're just going to be okay with that one. Now, there's a lot of junk in there that I don't need anymore. Wow. A lot of charcoal. C-block. I don't have these troubles with any other mod pack whatsoever. Not at all. Like, ever. So I don't need that little amount of carbon here. Those plates there, nobody needs them. Die! Die! This is not really an elegant way of doing it, but what do I care about? Now. So, yeah, there's finally now invar rolling downhill here. And the production here is rolling now too again, and all we'll need to do to get the ball rolling here again is research something. Advanced chemistry. Now here we go. And then my copper production won't be ever that happy again. Now, we're gonna be needing steel plates for this one in particular. Oh no, I don't have any steel down here. Well, okay, that means we gotta be grabbing that steel now, getting it down there. Okay. then we gotta do this. Alright. Power has to flow into another distributor. There we go. Don't need these anymore either. We could now also, or no, we're going to remove this part of this, this is not necessary anymore. I used to produce steel here way back before the recipe got changed. So we're going to let it roll over here and to expand that simply. More junk in my pockets, but little do I care. Okay, now we're going to set up the next one, and oh, well, whatever, we can just do it like that. And let's just keep researching, and I'm pretty sure that once I start doing that again, this little ridiculous shortage problem will be not a problem much longer. Probably not, who knows. Okay, but I do get enough invar out of that. So, let's see, these dudes, they have waste byproducts. Okay, we're going to work with filter inserters again. So that dude is only going to transport that, what was it called again? Testing subplate, alright. Subplate, here we go. So you're only transporting that stuff. I think I'm going to need a third one of those. Yeah, I'm going to need a third filter inserter. I started falling in love with these filter inserters here in this mod because they're just so freaking useful. Because, you know, there's just too much junk here that we don't want to have. All right, byproduct. I just didn't manage to hit the right button. Alright, here goes the waste byproduct production. So, rubber, liquid rubber made out of styrene and butadiene. Oh, this is going to be pain. Rubber production sounds like pain to me. Oh, water treatment. So what can we do there? Saline water out of standard water in the salination plant. It's a new one, isn't it? And saline water via salting regular water. I got no clue why I should want these technologies as of yet, but that's not an issue whatsoever. Okay, so we got the first part of the recipe going already. I'll just take this part of this here, and gonna be setting it up a second time. I feel as if this would be quite an interesting thing to do. Good tile position. There we go. And now we're going to put that other stuff onto another belt rolling that direction. Why not? Oh, it's going to be filtered too. Otherwise, I'll yoink out the waste product there accidentally. So we gotta be using... Where's my filter inserter? Hello? Anybody out there? Didn't I produce them? Obviously not. Okay. Ah, they got auto-placed. Maybe that's why. Okay, so we're going to need that dude and that dude. And your drop tile position will be here. And you're going to drop those wonderful kinetic platings over here. And these dudes are lacking invar plates to get the job done. These are lacking Okay, but are we producing that in bar now or not? Well, we are, but it's taking literally forever. But whatever might be the case, we're getting the job done slowly. I might be amping up my invar production at some point. Fish refugium modules lab. What is that? Ingredients: speed circuit board, efficiency circuit board, productivity circuit board, electromechanics lab. Okay, we're going to find out what we're going to use that for one day. Storage tanks. Do these use Invar? Yes, we do. Okay. So at least now I have found a deeper usage for that stuff. Now, what's pretty clear is that we could be using more ore, but, well, we're producing waste byproduct here anyways, so that's a good stuff. Let's silo that, nevertheless, for now, though. That's gonna be an interesting venue someday later to reprocess these things. Oh my god. Oh yeah, but there's some Invar coming downhill. Yeah, so, wow. It's gonna take a while until we get this job done. Especially with that kind of Invar production right now. I'm not sure if it was a wise choice to duplicate that production here. I don't think that it'll ever get that far, but little do I know. Now, we got that done. Now let's dive our nose into the other part of that here. And that's... Wait a sec, these produce waste byproducts too? No. So we're going to check out the recipe for the weapons testing module now. So we're going to grab another recipe here. How about that? Testing module. I'm pretty sure that I won't be able to pull this off today in one go, but it's going to be exciting nevertheless. So we're going to need carbon, electronic circuits, and a weapons testing circuit. So we're going to need electronic circuits twice for that recipe. So definitely going to go for a separate production facility for that one. So we're going to need weapons testing boards made out of these. So wooden boards can be made out of paper or out of wood. So, well, I think... I might be daring to use my production from somewhere else for that. Okay, whatever might be the case, what do we need else? So we're going to need a decent amount of carbon production there for that. So it all crystallizes down to one thing. I might want to set up another set of arboretums because, you know, this does sound like a pretty good idea for me. In the end, we could use more wood. So this facility here is entirely focused into the production of the goods that are necessary for our farming tech packs. But there's one thing that I notice. I'm pretty sure that we're not going to have a crossover of farming packs and military tech packs at the same time. So I might be even able to fetch something there. Alright, so we're needing now more of that stuff than ever. I hope at least. But we should be using copper now at a increased rate again. Now that we're using, producing, or researching again. So, long story short, I'm wondering whether or not I'd be able to hitch some of that production here. Because, first of all, if I remember correctly, this entire module here produces more wood than it actually needs. Yes, it does. So I could definitely take some of that wood. Yeah, let's compute that by factory. And let's say we want one of these factories, only one of these running. So what would we need for that? So wooden boards made out of wood in that regard would need 0.3 units of wood per second. We got that. We don't need to add anything here. The biggest issue here is what I see so far, the sheer need of carbon. That's a lot. That's seriously a lot. And also electronic circuits. I mean, we obviously already got the setup there for something like that. Okay. So that means my entire little facility here that I set up here is producing one electronic circuit per second. That would be exactly what I'd need for this procedure if I haven't misunderstood anything. Yes. So, well, okay, that looks pretty good actually. That means all I'd need to do is to somehow think about how to reproduce this little facility here without without making things look weird, you know? I mean, we're gonna need a lot of carbon for that, and I have to check out now. Let's see, carbon. Maybe I have more sophisticated ways of crafting that stuff now. That was the way I was producing it so far. Sodium hydroxide, nitrogen gas. Where do I get nitrogen gas from? Compressed air. Okay. Compressed air is made in the air filter, so I'd be perfectly able... Sodium hydroxide can be made out of saline water, so we're definitely going to be able to get this recipe going. But at the end of the day, we're still going to need the same basic materials as before. We're just skipping the steam part. And we're getting out sodium carbonate out of that. Other options? Well, these are not really existent anymore, so we could now either go for that one or for that one. I'm pretty sure that whatever choice I'll take, let's see. I'm pretty sure that, let's see, computing by factory. So this dude will spit out 2.3 units of carbon per sec. If I'll put it up with another recipe, let's see. Here. This is the other method. If I'll do that with one, just like I thought. I'll be using double the amount of charcoal, yes, but I'll be also yielding more than double the, or no, I'm actually going to yield exactly the double amount. The big advantage here is that I'm going to be actually using less charcoal than before, because I don't need to produce steam before. So, well, this is going to be an interesting thing to do. We'll have to produce electronic circuits again, and I hate that recipe. Like, I can't tell you how much I hate it. But now I could either go and use all this and ignore that, or I'll build it new. And I'm right now vibing quite hard towards the building it new option, because, you know, we're almost there. I mean, military tech ain't far away here anymore. Like, seriously, there's the biggest part of the story is already has already been done. But yeah, I'll definitely have to spice up that invar production. This is not something that I can tolerate here. By the way, we're we're not producing anymore. Why are we not producing anymore? Oh my god. Problems. So, for some odd reason, my washing facility has stopped working. Let's see what the matter is. Yo, them guys are not getting enough heavy mud water anymore. So, let's say the seafloor pump is churning out viscous mud water. So, this one has convoluted, I see. Let's silo that. Silo in peace. And yeah, from this point on, we're going to produce new materials. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Next episode, we're going to dive into the production of the second part of that. I mean, I'm quite excited. We're getting there. It's a lot. It's a lengthy process, I know, but such as SeaBlock. If I'll get lucky, in the next episode, we'll be actually able to produce our first military tech packs. Not sure if I'm going to make it, but I'll surely try. Okay, my friends, so thank you so much for watching. It's been my pleasure. Drop your comments down below. Thanks again for all those helpful comments. They are really, really helping me out a lot. I mean, this one here, I really think that without any help, I wouldn't have noticed any time too soon that things are working out like that. Anywho, leave a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, or just do both, whatever might be the case. Have a wonderful day and see you soon. Bye bye.